Snapped to see the first action of this game.
Truth be told, I didn't even sign him. I have my quarterback. I didn't even sign that nigga. He just wanted to come here because he wanted a winning culture. I feel like he want to ball. He want to stay on that flow at the end of the year. What is we talking about? I don't give a fuck.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
It sound good. Who is you? My fault.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff.
Through a
And this
dot.
one is stopped after getting up past the 35.
Through a dot.
Give him around 6.
With
That's
7
gonna make it
seconds
2nd and
left.
4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one,
That's
really
crazy because
break
that's all I
the
used to do, but
defense.
nobody talked back to me, so I stopped.
2nd and 4. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
That's why I stopped
They
talking
gain
shit.
14 on the play. And that'll be a 1st down.
That
Now it's a
nigga do be
bootleg
running
for him.
his shit.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And this is down to the 28
This is
before the defense.
The whole game, son. The whole game.
21 yards to pick up that 1st down. They'll run the counter. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Cut near the goal line. He has the touchdown.
Yo, it be like that sometimes, though. Nah, Swab will get you there, bro. So you gotta take your damn headphones off, bro.
Offensively, we could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, ooh, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Bulls take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the
Damn sure did.
I was retarded.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. It's the first carry for the Wisconsin rookie. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Nah, he dropped a lot more than that.
Progress on first
Yeah, he
down.
dropped a lot more than that, yo.
They're throwing it. Short pass brought in. And they'll
Good
bottle
throw,
this
kid.
up after a 4-yard gain. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He throws a bullet deep to the right. That's complete inside the 35. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First down from the red zone.
Give me that!
On the goal line. And the Bulls will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
He hung that shit up there just a little too long.
One play swings was bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined.
Nah, look at this handiwork right here. What?
The defense. The only way to get bigger.
I had to sneak around his wide receiver.
Yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
And they're gonna stop him
I had to sneak around his wide receiver to get over there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on,
I don't think so.
it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Dumped off to his running back. And this
Nah, Black Knight's been here too when he not at work.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to.
I don't let nobody score. If you score, you score. You earned it.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside.
Good
And he
shit.
won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And hey, we see out under the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt.
I thought so too.
Bit for this drive. And the drive
3 tight ends
with a
for me.
1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the
Oh
connection.
yeah, the new snow. Yeah, the
I
snow.
love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary.
Yeah, he
out
did.
tight
He
end.
did.
And still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Throwing on 2nd and 10. It is
Nah.
caught inside. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it.
Nah, he's talking to him. Yeah, he's on the mic.
Throwing from the gun. Brought in right side. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit. They'll throw it again. Complete out to the right. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Well, that's a pretty similar result.
Hey,
to the first
hey,
down run play.
Oh,
Moves us forward,
back to the
keeps
basics
you
is
on
so
schedule,
crazy.
and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 41. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
And he has it up
Good
towards
job,
midfield
49. He
before he's
tried.
taken down at the 47. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down. Pass play now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the
Oh
throw.
God.
Line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Pass play coming here. Fits it through the middle.
Oh,
He flips the field.
break off. You gotta break the rules, man.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. on the red zone now. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Bisons get it
Sad
down
part
to
is
a
I knew that was
single
coming
point.
and didn't adjust to it.
You
On
said
is
what?
Katie York for the PAT.
Who?
And he sends the point after right through the upright.
I don't want to put a. Why would I do that? That's hurt my profit.
Now he's York to kick this one away.
Yeah.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Connects on the crosser. No one around. He's got space. And
Yeah, man, I can move too, man.
But that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get.
I don't be tripping on that. Honestly, I don't be tripping on that shit. I don't care who share, as long as somebody sharing. Nah, it ain't. Nah.
On that one. And they're going to have a 1st down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He sends this one to the end zone.
I'll play too
And
much.
it's caught. Touchdown. The Bulls break the
Let's
tie
get
here in the
it.
1st. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody.
Well,
with the ball.
technically, that's not in the rule. So you can either do that
You're biased.
or share on Twitch. That is in the rules.
To the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact
Yeah, he
spot,
shares
you
on
run out of
Twitch.
room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Yeah, he always shares on Twitch.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
Hey, Collins, you got me.
Yeah, brother, yeah.
And we're back. Road offense out there and set. Let's get the 2nd quarter started. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. They'll throw it.
Ooh, that was a hell of a catch.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
They'll throw on 1st. He's got it over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Rookie.
Here's 2nd and 5. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Toward the sideline.
Oh, he held on to that shit. Damn
He
it.
got 24 yards on the play. And it'll give him a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll run here on 1st down. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Back to throw.
Damn, man. 47. What is going on, guy?
The Bisons can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead.
47. All you gotta do is put his fucking hands up.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bisons tie things up at 14. Now he's York to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Good.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60. Top 19, Buffalo 18. Ready?
They'll throw to begin this drive. Has him running the comeback. The big play nets him 17 yards. And they'll have 1st down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
79 Bronco, 19 Lion. Ready?
Play action on 1st down. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
70. Here we go, here we go. Go.
Back now, pressure on its way. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st and 10 from the 41.
God damn it, what am I doing? Okay.
18, Pioneer.
49-14.
Throwing it again here. He beams one deep right side.
I told you.
He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown. Now the PAT try coming up.
He was a dog. He good.
The point after splits the uprights.
Bisons is a
Bulls
good
break
player.
that tie and now they're by 7.
Yeah, he's a decent player. Yeah, he's decent. He good.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area
You
at
decent
all.
as
So they're
hell.
going to gift them a drive starting at the 30.
You decent as hell.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Wow, he talking crazy.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Back-to-back carries here. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. They go play action on 1st. He's on the move. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, And you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
They'll run now on second down. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Makes the grab in bounds left side.
Yeah, he thought he was going to get me out there.
But not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play, and that will set up first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. And the grab.
Damn, he fast.
For the touchdown. The Bisons can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. York tacks on that extra point. And the Bisons tie this game at 21. On now is York to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Buys time, rolling right. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Third and long for him here. He rolls to his right.
Oh!
Complete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. It was there. He just couldn't corral it. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
He connects downfield on fourth. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
I was testing out his reaction time.
Oh my God. That's big six again.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw.
Good defense, 37. Good defense.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Oh, my goodness.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He gets a lot behind one. Deep. This is brought in.
Damn sure was.
It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives them the first.
That's why we set it up like that, man.
Flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the
concede, man. Don't do that.
By
Don't
hitting
do
on
that,
shot,
man.
you've
Don't do
totally
that.
flipped the field
Concede.
and the
Do
tone
not
of
close
this
that.
drive.
And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown.
Oh, no.
The Bulls
Say it ain't so, Chuck.
Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You're
You got
probably
that,
right.
Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns.
But like
and
I
that
said,
running
man,
back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
that's why niggas don't say, I'm going to go easy on you. That's what happened.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He puts everything behind this one. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. He's out in the clear. And the Bulls are going to
Yeah, I keep playing with Geddes if you want to, man.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Taking a big shot for the end zone.
Ah! I tried to cut back for it. They too fast. Now I know it. They too fast.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
50-50 burger on him. The 50 burger.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He just throws this one away.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's
Yep.
going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Still sticking with the passing game. He's got it near the 10.
Damn sure was. Floated that. But he's a 95 speed tight end, bro.
Bisons earn the chance to tie before halftime.
Yeah, damn, 95 speed tight end.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bisons tie us up 28-all. On now is York to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Here we go, set.
He'll throw it. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds, up at midfield. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Throwing for the end zone.
Still got him. Still got him.
Touchdown. The Bulls take a lead on the final play of the half. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play.
Nah, he does.
That one splits the uprights.
Yeah, that's why I ain't tripping.
The Bulls break that tie and now lead by 7. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it to start this drive. On the move, headed right. On the move, looking deep down the middle.
Give it up!
Another interception.
Give me that!
Take over as he records his first interception of our season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
2nd and 3 now.
Let's go.
Here's a throw. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give him a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go.
Throw left side, complete. And this one doesn't go far. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go play action here. Finds him on the crossing route. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 back. 60.
From the red zone now. An alert play defensively
Oof,
there. Got a hand
man.
on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Let's go now. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. Take go.
The give here on 2nd. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. They're going play action.
Oh!
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown.
Nasty work.
The Bulls push their lead further to start the half. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down.
Nah, that's Darby. We had him a few years
They
ago.
know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly
That's how you use somebody 6'8".
Which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible.
I don't need you to be fast. Just catch the ball. I need you to catch the
just
ball.
like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things.
He was on our
over to
team when we were
defense.
still the Black Knights.
And that's pass over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line.
I do. It just hit me too at the same time. Like, yeah, I changed my name too many times. I'm not gonna do it next matter.
Here's the handoff, and he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain there.
Yeah, then that's different. If they let us do that, that's different.
Throwing from the gun. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure, Coach.
That was a deep-ass spin. I can't believe he did that shit.
You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early
with his
moves.
opposite foot. Like, that's crazy.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. He ends up out of bounds, but it's behind the line. That's his save. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he's going for it again.
Now, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunky yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. He's on the move. Caught by the open man. He's finally caught. And
Let's go!
Oh, it's out. Scooped up by the defense.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
Throwing now, following the turnover. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Damn it. Good bump. Good bump.
Trying to find his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
Looking to the air here. He's going to push one deep down the right. And
Damn, he's tall.
It's intercepted.
God damn, he's
And
tall.
the Bisons will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
That was a good pick.
Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game. Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other to give him a chance to make a play.
Finds a man right side. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL where they come down to a play or two and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Let's go, boys. Eat.
Turnover possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Putting a receiver in motion. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Cut out left. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Looking for a pass on second and short. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback.
I'll take that animation. I'll take that animation all day.
Well, Brock, we don't see this often, but love it whenever we do.
That was complete luck, and I will not deny it at all.
Ends up with 6.
You're absolutely right, Kate. You don't see fullbacks utilize that much, but man, when you do have a weapon like that, it stretches a defense so thin. Big time touchdown. Yes, by a fullback.
That one right down the middle. And the Bulls stretch their lead to 21. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's going deep. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
He did for like a second.
Be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Put that down.
Does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's trying to push the field. That's grabbed inside the 30.
They stole me, man. I'm trying to swat it, catch it, whatever. And he just stood there. Copy that. He got his animation back.
They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to try for 2. He's throwing for it. And they pick him off again. And the Bulls will
Tried to go get my 2. I tried to go get my 2.
Interception of our season. On now is York to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He lets a heater go.
Oh, good move. I didn't think he would get there. Good move.
And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I mean, you can see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They've got a man in motion. They go play action on first. He throws a bullet deep to the right. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Cougar 19. 19 light. Set.
Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right.
My quarterback fast too, man.
This in for the score. The Bulls making a 3-score game in the 4th. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on second down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field. With the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey,
He got heart. He got heart.
Aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
19 tight. 19 tight.
Airing it out to start this drive. And he
Die.
finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. The Bulls keep adding to that 4th quarter lead.
Had to pay it back for that drop earlier.
After their defense makes a stand, Brock, this offense says thank you very much and hits the end zone for 6.
That's really what you like to see, Kate. Both sides of the ball capable of making big plays
Yep.
and stacking that momentum with each other. And you really like to see the offense was prepared to get out there. That call dialed in and ready to go, ready to strike when the opportunity presented itself.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Set.
Here's the one back on the handoff. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Working quickly here. Here's 2nd and 7. Finds him over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Back now, pressure on its way. He beams one deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And they don't allow a lane to form. Defense taking care of that play near the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
Back 60.
Back to throw. And they take him down.
Oh,
right
good
along
play.
the
Good
30.
catch.
A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Throw left side, complete.
What?
Red zone.
What?
And that is a touchdown.
Wow.
The
Okay.
Bisons putting up points in a game decided. They aren't taking the offense.
It was one of those, we
out.
kept him on his
Out,
feet.
Trying for 2. Back to throw now. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit.
I jumped too early. I was helping my daughter with something.
Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And they aren't able to get it back. The hands team does its job. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
They'll run it from the gun. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They give it to him again. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Brooklyn. Bulls looking like they'll start this season with a win.
Ready.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go now.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he'll go down here at the 16. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
The handoff on 3rd and short. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Hits his running back.
Oh, that man laying on the ground, okay.
Before being brought down. From the 35 on 2nd down. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Getting out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing it again here. Completed over the middle.
Oh my God. Yo, come on, Madden.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Bisons making the scoreboard look at
That's twice, bro. Like, come on, y'all.
It's been a long game, no doubt. But hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Defense perhaps a little too worried about
Keep it respectable.
their partner, and as a result, they're able to run it in for 2.
It really becomes a numbers game down here. And you see a lot of teams employ this, right? If there's numbers there against the pass, we're going to be committed to running. If they stack the box, we got to be willing to throw it. In this case, it was a numbers advantage, and the simple for 2 points.
Almost.
Question, they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Ready, set.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Set up. Mustang 19. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he gets them down to the 9 before going out. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
I watch film.
Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw.
Oh, what a
This one's
bomb.
too far
What
in
a
front of
bomb.
him. It's incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal.
Set, ready. Come 19, come 19.
They kick the running back in motion.
Set, go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Oh, he wants to drag this out. Okay.
They're second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Hut, hut.
He's going to throw this one. Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Set. Buffalo 18. Ready, ready.
Back to throw, needing a first.
Oh, he dropped it.
Incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Go.
Throwing from his own end zone. Trying to push it deep downfield. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And that was
Give me that.
It's intercepted. And the Wolves make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So hard And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bulls winners as we say so long from Brooklyn.